It started very simply. One man who had an idea that became a business, introducing innovations that make life better.
Hello everybody, I'm Jim Brennan. Welcome to Global Spec Online and today's Power Generation and Distribution Equipment e-event. Efforts to keep the global electricity pipeline full. The International Energy Agency published its Energy Technology Perspectives report last July. 2050, according to this report, will require a dramatic increase in renewables and nuclear power. Our first speaker has been involved with electrical insulation materials for a long time. He will introduce a specialized product developed specifically for use in Class F and H electrical insulation systems known as DuPont Nomex LT. Please welcome Roger Wicks of DuPont. And Roger, we appreciate you being here today. Tell us, if you can, what DuPont has to offer manufacturers of electrical equipment.
Thank you, Jim. My presentation today is going to cover a range of topics. First, I'm going to provide an overview of DuPont and the type of solutions that we provide for the power generation and distribution marketplace. We're actively involved in the development of new materials and test methods to help equipment manufacturers stay ahead of the ever-changing needs. Make sure to stop by our booth at today's virtual trade show. This is the end of my presentation. I hope the attendees have found it informative. Jim, back to you.
Well, Roger, thank you for sharing that fascinating technology behind DuPont's Nomex LT. And before we let you go, we do have some questions from our attendees. Our first one says, you mentioned electric vehicles and wind. Can you describe in more detail what DuPont is doing in the area of sustainable energy?
Thanks for the question, Jim. DuPont is very involved in many areas, and I think it's a real important question. It's so important that I think we'll be doing a future presentation. Suffice it to say that DuPont makes many of the materials that make wind, solar, and electric vehicles possible.
Okay, we have an attendee asking, who should I call if I have an installation or testing question related to my equipment?
Come to our booth during the virtual trade show and we'd be glad to try and answer your questions. If you need a more detailed answer or prefer to do it in private, we can arrange for that as well.
Well, thank you, Roger. We're going to wind things up right here and let you get to your booth. We thank you for being with us today. Now, what Roger has just demonstrated in his presentation is only a portion of the products that DuPont offers its customers. To learn more about how DuPont can help you improve your business, take a moment to look for Roger or any of the DuPont staffers in their booth on the exhibit hall floor of today's event.